Hello students, in today's physics class, we'll learn about the contact force. Already we have defined in the beginning of this chapter about the contact force, that force which is working between the two surfaces which are in contact are called the contact force. So many contact force are there, okay, that we have already learned, like the spring force is there, the drag force is there, okay, and the normal force is there. So here we are talking about the normal force, or we call about that normal force as a normal reaction. So what is this force? To understand it, we'll first see the contact force. A contact force on an object arises due to contact with some other object, whether it is solid or fluid. When bodies are in contact, there are mutual contact forces satisfying the third law of motion. The component of contact force perpendicular to the surface in contact is called normal reaction, and component parallel to the surface in contact opposite to motion is called friction. To understand it better, we'll take one example here. Suppose this is a duster, and here if I am keeping this duster in my hand, you know that the duster is in rest position. Because it is in rest position, that means whatever forces are working here, that force are the balance force. Already we have defined the balance force also. The balance force means the net force is zero. That means if any of the object or many forces are working together, so the resultant of the forces are equal to zero. So in that situation, that force, that net force or the other forces are called balanced force. They are balancing to each other, okay. And we know that for the Newton's first law of motion, when we have explained it, or when you have learned it, that time you know very well the Newton first law of motion. It is talk about the external agency or the external force. That means until unless if you are not applying the external force, the object which is in the position of rest or which is in the position of uniform motion in a straight line will be remain in the same position. And that time when we are talking about the external agency or the external force, so we are talking about the unbalanced force. That means if any of the object unbalanced force is applied, then only the changes will take place, and then only the you can see that the quantitative measurement of the Newton's law of motion, that is the Newton's second law of motion, in which you find here F is equal to mass into acceleration. That means here the F which is working is a unbalanced force, and that's why it is producing acceleration, and which is equal to F equal to ma. Okay, so here when we are talking about the force, you can see that already, as you have seen, the duster is in rest position. That means it is not moving, or it is remaining in this position. So what you can say, the force which is working on the duster are the balance force. Whatever force are working here, that are the balance force. That means the weight of the duster which is working perpendicular downward, so some force is there which is balancing the weight of the force and which is just working opposite to it. That means the weight is working perpendicular downward, so one force must be there which is working perpendicular upward direction, and that can be balance mg. So that force which is just working perpendicular to the surface, that force is called the normal reaction. And the normal reaction is a self-adjusted force. That means what happened just now, you can see that it is in rest position. So suppose you consider here the weight of the duster is suppose 50 gram. So the 50 gram mass is there. That means 50 gram multiplied by 10, and that will be equal to 500 Newton. So 500 Newton force is working downward. So automatically a normal reaction would be there which is equal to 500 Newton, and that will be working perpendicular upward. Okay, now if we are just applying more force over here, that means if I'm just giving more weight to this duster, so in that case also you will find it is balancing and it is not moving at all. So what happened this time? The mg has increased, and so far the reaction force also will be increased accordingly. That means the reaction force here is a reaction force, or the normal reaction is a self-adjusting force. Okay, so here what we are looking, this is a table. In this table, suppose a block is kept over here of mass m, and so that a weight of the block that will work perpendicular downward. So this surface, the surface of the table and the block which are in contact, there a force will produce, and that force which is produced here due to contact is called the friction force, which is called the friction force. And the force which is produced, the parallel component of this force is called friction force, and which is always working opposite to the motion. Suppose the blocks start moving in this direction, so friction force will be working in this direction. Even though the block is kept over here, then also the friction force would be there between these two, and that friction force is called the static friction, that we'll see in the next video. Here you will see simply that a force, the perpendicular component of the force, that is N, and this force is called normal reaction. This force is called normal reaction, and this force can adjust mg. The force N will adjust mg here. Okay, so why we are calling this as a normal reaction? Because this is the surface, and this force which is working perpendicular to the surface is called normal. Perpendicular to the surface is called normal only, and that's why this force is called normal reaction. Okay, and here as I told you, suppose if I keep one more block over here, the same block, okay, that means I have just doubled the mass of the block, and so that the weight also will be doubled here. And in that case, if a normal reaction is working here, that can adjust this 2 mg force. So what you can say, it is self-adjusting force. It depends on the mass, or it depends on the bodies are in contact, which bodies are in contact, and what are the other forces applied on that body. Okay, so this is about the normal reaction. Based on this, we will solve many questions, like means a concept of weighing machine, if you say. So the concept of weighing machine is like, suppose you have seen that in weighing machine, this type of a pointer is there, in which some graduations are there, and in that graduations the weighing machine is measuring the weight in kg. Actually that is not the weight, this is actually the mass. Okay, so the weighing machine which is measuring the mass over here, but we are calling that as a weight. Okay, so that weight is actually the normal reaction. That weight is actually the normal reaction. That means what happen if any human being just standing over, suppose this is a weighing machine, a digital weighing machine, okay, and a person is standing over here in this digital machine, means on that machine. So reading will come in this machine, and that reading will indicate in the kilogram. It will come in the decimal or whatever it is, but it will come in the kilogram over here. Okay, and that weighing machine is actually measuring the mass of the that person. So what happened, actually this weight of the person is working perpendicular downward, and the person is in rest position. That means the force which are working between the man and the weighing machine are the balance force, and that's why the person is in rest position. And so what you will find here, the normal reaction is working over here, and this normal reaction will give you the reading. Whatever the normal reaction will be there, that reading will display in the weighing machine. That means the weighing machine is displaying what? the weighing machine is displaying actually the normal reaction. And as I told you, the normal reaction is also a force that must come into the Newton. That must come into the Newton. But what happened in the weighing machine, when it is graduations are there, suppose it is written 0, then 1, then 2, it is written over here. So actually it is measuring that time. 1 is the mass, and if you multiply with 10, 2 is the mass, multiply with 10. So it is just measuring here 10 Newton, here 20 Newton. This force it is measuring. But just we are removing this sticker, means here in the sticker we are just writing what? We are writing 1 kg, 2 kg like this, and so that the mass is coming here in the, the weight which we are measuring, that we call as in kg, and that is wrong actually, but we are calling here weight is this much. Suppose I am telling to you my weight is 60 kg, that means it is 60 multiplied by 10, and that will be equal to 600 Newton. Okay, so we'll solve this type of question. Means what would be the weight of a person if the weighing machine, in different cases, if we'll say the weighing machine or the lift. Lift is also the same case here, as lift is moving upward, downward in the uniform velocity or the non-uniform velocity, and such situation, what will be the weight of the person? That questions is coming, the questions are coming always. So we'll solve that type of question, and we'll just discuss this type of situation over here. Now we'll see apparent weight of the person in lift or elevator. You will see here, this is a lift in which a weighing machine is kept over here on the floor of the lift, and a person of mass M is standing on the weighing machine. So the weighing machine is showing a reading, and that will be the weight of the person. That reading will change in the weighing machine as the motion or the momentum, you can say, of the lift will change. So we'll see here, first of all, since the mass of the person is M, so the actual weight of this person is W, which is equal to mg, and this is the actual weight of the person. Here we'll see in different cases W dash, which is equal to mg dash, and this is the apparent weight of a person, of this person. Okay, now you will see N is the normal reaction, and this normal reaction is actually the reading offered by the weighing machine due to the contact of the weighing machine and the lift, or you can say the weighing machine and the person. That means this normal reaction will be the upward force or maybe downward force, whatever it is. Here you will see, because the surface is parallel, so this will be working normal or perpendicular upward direction here. So normal is a perpendicular upward force over here, which is balancing all the downward forces. That means the reading which is coming here in the weighing machine is actually N. Whatever N will be there, that will be showing by the weighing machine. That reading will be showing by the weighing machine over here. Okay. So first of all, we'll see the case 1. When the lift is at rest. You know that because the lift is at rest in this setup, you will find that the no acceleration is there. That means the acceleration is 0 because it is in rest position. There is no motion, or you can say simply the V is equal to 0 or no change in the velocity. So the acceleration here is 0, or when the acceleration is 0, obviously the force is not applied over here, or simply you can say F is equal to 0 because M is not equal to 0. We know that F is equal to M into A. So if A is 0, that means F must be 0 here. Okay. And if F is 0, that means the net force which is working in this weighing machine or here in this setup or the system, that is equal to 0. The force is balanced or the net force is 0. Here you will find the two forces are working there. That is one, the normal force or normal reaction perpendicular upward, and the weight of the person perpendicular downward. That means because no force is working here, the net force is 0. So what you can say, simply you can say the normal reaction is balancing mg. The normal reaction is balancing mg, and that is equal to W, the weight of the person. That means the weighing machine is showing this reading N, and the weighing machine is showing here mg, or the actual weight of the person. That means in this case the weighing machine is showing the actual weight of the person. Apparent weight is equal to, this apparent weight you can say is equal to actual weight in this situation. Okay, so this is the first case. Case 2, when the lift is moving upward or downward with uniform velocity. You know that when the object is moving with uniform velocity, that means there will be no change in the velocity. If no change in the velocity, means the acceleration is 0. Acceleration is 0, that means net force will be 0, and net force, that F will be equal to 0 here. Okay, so what we'll find here, whatever the forces are working, all the upward forces will be equal to the downward forces, and so that the net force will be 0. So you will find here the upward force which is working here is N, and the downward force which is working here is mg. So once again you can say here the weighing machine will read mg as the weight of the person, and once again you can say here the actual weight of the person is equal to the apparent weight. That means there will be no difference in the apparent weight or the actual weight. The apparent weight is actually the weight which is of that person, that is equal to mg. Next we'll see third case, case 3. When the lift is moving up with constant uniform acceleration, that means what happened this time, the lift is moving up with acceleration a. That is the uniform acceleration a. That means the acceleration which is working on the person is ma. This is equal to ma. M is the mass of that person. So the acceleration or the force which is working here, that is m into a. Okay. Now what you will find here, the net force. The net force which is working here, net force, as I said to you in the previous two cases, when it is in rest position, the lift is in rest position, no acceleration is produced, so net force is 0. When lift is moving upward or downward with uniform velocity, no change in velocity, no acceleration, so no net force will be 0. That means the force will be balanced. And now if it is moving with the constant acceleration a in upward direction, so the net force is equal to ma. The net force is equal to ma. Okay. So here what we'll find, the net force is equal to ma, and this net force is provided by the upward force normal minus the downward force mg. Obviously you can see if the this is moving in upward direction, the lift is moving in upward direction, so obviously n should be greater than mg, and the difference of these two will provide ma. So the net force F, this is equal to, the F is equal to, you can say the F is equal to N minus mg. Okay, and that is equal to what? That is equal to ma. So what will be N? The normal reaction. The normal reaction is N is equal to minus mg will take another side, become plus mg. So N is equal to m a plus g. That means what you find here, this normal reaction is equal to sum of the net force plus the weight of the actual weight of the person, and that will be equal to the apparent weight. This is equal to the apparent weight, you can say mg dash, as we have described before, it is equal to mg dash. So what you will find, the weighing machine will measure more weight than the person, and that will be how much more it is? It will be more that by amount ma. It will be more by the amount ma. Okay, so the apparent weight is equal to, this W dash is equal to mg plus ma, or we can say the W dash. W dash is actually whatever the normal reaction, that is only the W dash. So this W dash is equal to what? It is equal to mg we can write as the actual weight, and this is equal to this. So the apparent weight is equal to actual weight plus ma. We'll see case 4th. When the lift is moving down with constant uniform acceleration. You will see here, now in this case, you will find that the lift is moving down with acceleration a. If it is moving down with acceleration a, obviously the velocity is not constant. Acceleration is there in the downward direction, and so the net force is, so we can say the net force is F, which is equal to mass into acceleration, that will work on this person. Now you will see, because it is moving downward with acceleration a, obviously mg must be more than the normal reaction, and the difference of these two will provide the net force ma here. Okay, that means what we can say, this net force is actually, which is F, which is equal to ma, is actually equal to mg minus n. It is equal to mg minus n, or we can say, if you transfer n this side and ma that side, so you'll find n is equal to mg minus ma, or n is equal to mg minus a, or this n is the reading of the weighing machine. This normal reaction is the reading of the weighing machine, or you can say the W dash apparent weight is equal to mg minus a. That means the apparent weight of the person or the weighing machine which is measuring the weight of that person will be less than the actual weight. Okay, so apparent weight will be less than the actual weight, and by what amount? By amount ma. Okay, so here we can just write this is the apparent weight W dash and mg is the actual weight minus ma. So apparent weight will be less than the actual weight by amount ma in this case. Okay, when the lift is moving down with constant acceleration or uniform acceleration a. Now we'll see fifth case. In free fall of the lift. In free fall of the lift means suppose the mechanism fail or the automatically the lift is falling with the acceleration, that is the acceleration due to gravity. So that means A is equal to G here. This is the same case in which here you have seen the lift is moving downward with constant acceleration A, and so that you find here the reading N, which is equal to what? The reading of the weighing machine N, and this is equal to mg minus ma. But what you are finding here, this is the acceleration due to gravity is now equal to g. The acceleration gravity is now equal to g because the lift is falling freely. That means it is falling under gravity or the under influence of acceleration due to gravity. So A is equal to G. So here we will replace this A with G. So it is equal to mg minus mg, or we can say 0. That means the weighing machine will show reading 0. That means the person will feel weightlessness. Means the person will feel no weight will be measured by the weighing machine, or the person will feel weightlessness in this situation when the lift is falling freely under gravity. Case 6th. When downward acceleration is greater than g. That means the lift is moving in downward direction with acceleration a. So the acceleration a is here greater than g. First of all, in this case we have already calculated the formula. This force, you can say this is the net force ma, and this net force ma is already we have calculated here. The reading of the weighing machine N is equal to mg minus ma, or you can say the apparent weight W dash is equal to mg minus ma. But it is given here acceleration is greater than g. That means this value of the product of mass into acceleration, this value ma will be more than mg, and so that this normal reaction, this will come negative here, it is negative, or you can say the apparent weight is negative. So the apparent weight is negative. That means the person will fly off from the floor, or it will rise up from the floor. The person will rise up from the floor and it will stuck to the ceiling, or it will crash to the ceiling. Okay, so the person will be just moving in upward direction, and the person will stuck to the ceiling of the lift. Okay, so this will be the case, that is when the downward acceleration is greater than g. So the apparent weight will be negative and the person will rise up from the floor and crash to the ceiling. Okay, now these all are the cases which we have discussed. On the basis of these cases, I am just giving you a question here, and it is an exercise question, that is 5.13 given in page number 110, that you have to solve. It is given in this question: a man of mass 70 kg stands on a weighing scale in a lift which is moving, first case, upward direction, means upward with a uniform speed of 10 meter per second. Second case, downwards with a uniform acceleration of 5 meter per second square. Third case, upward with uniform acceleration 5 meter per second square. So in all these three cases, what would be the reading on the scale in each case? And the fourth also you have to calculate. Here it is asked, what would be the reading if the lift mechanism failed and the lift is falling freely under gravity? So this question you have to solve and send me the answer.